Humanity United is chosen by virtue of our values and our mission to try to address some of the most intractable problems that have challenged humanity for years. How do we deploy the kind of tools that we have available to us today to really make an impact in a really significant way at scale around the world? That's our purpose, and just our title speaks to our mission and our vision. And by virtue of that, by that notion of humanity being united, it really is in many ways about us kind of creating the platform or sort of the enabling conditions under which people can come together. And I often like to say, we want to keep the human and humanity united, right? This is about real people living real lives who are proximate to real significant challenges. Yeah, I love this. Maya Angelou, has this great quote in one of her poems where she talks about, the kind of transformative work that we do is sort of one part passion, one part compassion, another part good humor, and the final part lots of style, And so I think within that equation, there is that notion of being passionate about our work, which I think brings the ability to be creative and a level of engagement that is more than the mundane type approach. But equally, it is this idea of compassion. And I think compassion properly exercised represents a form of empathy it's less about me projecting myself into a situation or trying to satisfy my own needs, but it's more about trying to understand and relate others and to put one's understanding of the other in the kind of foremost position. Many people, and certainly what's happening here at the Said Business School, is that they're sort of breaking down those barriers and saying, hey, there's a whole continuum of financial tools that should be brought to bear to some of the greatest challenges that we face. And we're not using the kind of regulatory frameworks to define how we should do our work. And that hasn't become it's less and less becoming the sort of defining principle for how finance is deployed, which I think is unbelievably important. So you can have everything that is like the traditional philanthropic work, all the way over to using debt and equity and other instruments to invest in opportunities that can really change the world for good, and that have implications for the social sector and the private sector that are so significant. And so it's just absolutely thrilling to be kind of at this stage in the evolution of social finance, to be able to be engaged in the process at this time.